Angela Merkel threatened to boycott an EU summit if a Brexit deal was not reached first, unearthed reports reveal. Germany has shelved plans to discuss Brexit at an EU ambassadors' summit in September due to a lack of tangible progress in EU-UK trade talks. The German government, which currently holds the rotating presidency of the EU Council, had planned to discuss Brexit during the high-level diplomatic meeting on September 2. However, due to lack of tangible progress in EU-UK trade talks, Germany has now removed the topic from the agenda. Brussels officials believe the UK is planning to leave the transition period without an agreement in place and will seek to blame Brussels for talks failing. An EU diplomat told The Guardian, "Since there hasn't been any tangible progress in EU-UK negotiations, the Brexit item was taken off the agenda." UK negotiators had pegged their hopes on German Chancellor Angela Merkel delivering a deal by the autumn, but those aspirations may now be dashed. However, another EU insider added, over the recent months Franco-German cooperation has gained new traction. Given this new reality, it would be futile to wait for a white knight from Paris or Berlin to come to the rescue. It is not the first time Mrs. Merkel has threatened to boycott Brexit during an EU summit. In November 2018, Germany warned EU ambassadors Angela Merkel would have pulled out of the high-level meeting unless the bloc ended its infighting over the terms of the future UK-EU trade deal. The threat was made ahead of pivotal talks in Brussels between former Prime Minister Theresa May and former President of the European Commission Jean-Claude Juncker. The Brexit deal is in two parts: the withdrawal agreement, which is the divorce treaty, and the political declaration, which sets the boundaries for future trade negotiations to begin after Brexit. The German ambassador told his fellow officials that the political declaration had to be finalized before the summit or the Chancellor would have not attended. He added, "Germany made clear that they absolutely do not want to deal with unfinished texts at the level of heads of state and government." Another diplomat said, "The German position is that Barnier and Juncker negotiate and not member states. So therefore they expect everything to be settled beforehand. They don't want any open issues going into the European Council." The German position underlined the EU's determination to avoid any negotiation of the deal with Mrs. May in Brussels during the summit. The move frustrated the Brexiteers in her Conservative Party, who were pinning their hopes on Mrs. May being able to wrest some last-minute concessions from Brussels.